Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Sauce Connoisseur here. Welcome back to another video. So today we're gonna discuss one of our greatest, if not rare gems, Lover-in-Law. Now, for those who don't know, Lover-in-Law is actually one of my go-tos, especially when I first stumbled upon it was on Pornhub. Before anime.tv and all of these other sites existed, yeah, that was one of my go-tos. And I actually watched the English dub before the English sub was a thing. I didn't even know they even had an English sub. I used to watch the English dub versions of these animes. And I used to watch like 2 to 3 times a week because I was like bored and I had nothing else to do. That was like one of my go-tos. But I realized, like, you know what, let me do a review on this since it's such a classic of a show. So for context, it turns out that there's this couple, well, not really a couple, there's this brother-in-law by the name of Tsutomu, then we have Mai, and then we have a very special character, and I like her better than this main one here. But I digress. So they're living together because apparently the brother is away for some business because he's working from offshores. And of course, the brother-in-law is looking after her, and they have a kid too. Yes, his older brother has a kid, so it makes him an uncle. And she wakes him up because he's still going to school. He's attending high school. But he also helps her with a flower shop business that she runs as a part-time basically. And she is very much like happy and stuff, at least at first. But now she's a bit upset because apparently the husband was supposed to come home that day, and all of a sudden when he comes home he finds her drunk in an inebriated state. And she's like disappointed, very sad, depressed because he promised her he would have been home, but then things happen and he couldn't come home to see his kid too. And so Tommy was very upset about this, and he was like, well, listen, if I was in your position, well, in your husband's position, I would never leave you. So she's like trying to explain to him, like, although she understands what he's saying, but he doesn't understand that there's sacrifices when it comes to a husband that is hardworking and being a provider and a protector and all this and so on and so forth. But apparently one thing led to another, and they ended up doing the deed, causing her to have an affair. Not just an emotional affair, but also a physical affair. Now, the husband doesn't know this because, of course, he's like, well, I had the time of my life and I just, do what I do. But she tells him the next day, listen, this was clearly a mistake. Let this not happen again. And ever since then, he felt a bit disappointed because he was genuinely in love with her. That's crazy. And I'll see where the name comes from too. And yeah, then we have this next character in which I don't know her name yet, so I'll have to look for it. She is like the person who Mai was hiring because they was looking for a second person, but this one was a female, well, a third person. And she's also married, and she also has a husband. So for part two, I must save that for part two. So without further ado, that is the context. And they ended up doing the deed again because she was very off-put by the fact that, well, his demeanor was off and stuff because of the entire incident. And that is pretty much why she ended up like becoming obsessive, and she even starts playing with herself. But anyways, guys, that is the end of the context. Without further ado, let's get right into the video.
こーら、いつまで寝てるの？
もう少し寝かせて。
ダメ。
昨日遅かったんだ。
こーら、ダメよ。起きなさい。何よもう、毎朝。学校休みの日はお店手伝うって約束でしょ？早く起きて朝ごはん食べてくれない？こっちも決まりつかないから。じゃ、よろしく。
なんであんな格好でうろうろするかな。
しみー、しのちゃん。ママはそろそろお仕事に行きまちからね。やっと起きてきた。今トースト焼くから。
舞さん、兄さんから連絡あった？しょうがないな、兄さんも。単身赴任なんか断ればよかったのに。
仕方ないのよ、向こうの仕事が忙しいみたい。
でもさ、赤ちゃん生まれたばっかりなんだよ。気にならないのかな。店も育児も舞さんに任せっきりでさ。それって男としてどうよって思うんだけど。
あのね、つとむくんも会社に入れば茂樹さんの大変さがわかるわよ。だから今日はしっかり働いてもらわなくちゃね。
今日はじゃなくて今日もでしょ。
いちいち口答えしないの。いいからおしゃべりはおしまい。ほら早く食べて食べて。お店の掃除手伝ってよね。
朝ごはんぐらいゆっくり。
ダメ、今日アルバイトの人が来るんだから、いつも以上に綺麗にしなくっちゃね。こんなところかな。
このお花の名前はあやめね。間違いないわ。
それラベンダーなんですけど。
ラベンダー？ああ、そっか。そうだったわ。ラベンダーね。間違えちゃった。まだまだ勉強不足ね。お店の方ですよね。舞ちゃんいらっしゃいますか？
いえ、今配達に出てて。あ、もしかして今日から来るバイトの人って。
はい、高間梢って言います。よろしくお願いします。
あ、どうも、俺桂木勉と言います。よろしくお願いします。あ、舞さん戻ってきました。舞さん。
あ、先輩来てたんですね。
お久しぶりね、舞ちゃん。
今日からよろしくお願いします。
こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
あ、もしもし、茂樹さん。
じゃあ梢さん、中へどうぞ。
お花の香りでいっぱいですね。
あ、梢さん、俺に丁寧語使わなくていいんですよ。年下だし。
いいえ、そんなわけにはいきません。つとむくんはお店の先輩になるんですもの。こういうことはきっちりしないとダメです。
マジ？
ねえねえ、明日茂樹さんが帰ってこられそうだって。
よかったね、舞ちゃ
ん。じゃあつとむくん、こっちはいいからうちの中の掃除やって。
今から？
当たり前でしょ。茂樹さんが帰ってくるのよ。
これだもんな。梢さん、舞さんは人使いが荒いですから気をつけてくださいよ。
いいから言って言って。
はいはい。
はいは1回。
はーい。
もう生意気なやつでしょ。
あれ、兄さん戻ってきてないのか。ただいま。やっぱり。
おかえり。ご飯は？
みんなと食べてきた。焼け酒？
そう。
ほんとしょうがないな、兄さんは。
ほんと。
飲みすぎ。
Alright folks, so that is the end of part 1 of Lover-in-Law. I don't know, I think I enjoyed the animation. And I pretty much enjoy the fact that the animation is so clean and the storyline is so good. Despite it's a bit typical, like it's almost expected, but nonetheless, I enjoyed it. And part 2, trust me, it's gonna get a whole lot more I would say wholesome to say the least, but wild. Don't get it twisted. It's gonna get wilder because in part two, it's gonna have someone very special, someone that you guys may probably like more than Mai. But that's not up to me. That's up to y'all. Let me know in the comments which one of these women would you guys like to have, either Mai or Kozue. Right, Kozue. And I remember her name. It's Kozue, Mai, and Tsutomu are the three main characters. So, but me, my personal humble opinion, I like Kozue way better. She just has this like natural submissive personality, and also a bubbly one too. So that is why I like her much more. And like I said, I enjoy personally this show because it has like a little bit of like, even though it's weird in a sense, but again, it's actually quite wholesome. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What was your favorite scene or part, and what was your least favorite? And again, if you guys like Kozue or you guys like Mai. Because honestly, I like Mai because of the fact that she has, even though she has a very strong personality, she still can be a bit submissive. Only in the bedroom, I suppose. But I like Kozue all the way for me. It's just my preference. It's not like Mai is unattractive or anything. She's actually quite gorgeous. It's just that I would prefer Mai. I would prefer Kozue. But if you guys would prefer Mai, hey, that's your taste. I can't judge you for it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And make sure to look out for part 2. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you guys will know when I upload. And I'm terribly sorry I haven't been uploading in the last couple days because I recently had a game not last night. I recently had a game Tuesday and we actually ended up winning 2-0. So yeah, that's actually a good news for me because I was able to maintain a clean sheet. But I digress. Anyways, thank you so much. Make sure to look out for part 2 and have a good one, and peace out and enjoy the rest of the gameplay.